So for YouTube again, welcome to Race 5 Pocono Raceway. Oops. Today, we already have a qualifying done. We are in the starting lane, in the pit lane, ready to start. Like, I think we're less than a minute away from the start. Let's go through our starting lane. We have Mega Spider on pole today, next to Kawaii McDesu on second. In the second lane, we have surprisingly Jane Sen. Usually starts really far to the back of the pack. Now in third, next to Josef Peter Pinkelmann in fourth. Jaffa Cake and Just Attainment right next to each other. That's kind of cute. Grodful and Chiquita Milka in the fourth row. Jesus. Jazz Cranston and Winfrey Schrock next to each other. Brian Henderson and Vincent Mirdo. Then we have Scott Matthews and Bingle, Super Bingle. I'm sorry. Cheryl Mirdo and Speedy McZoom. Raven Cronwell pretty far behind. Usually not his thing. Have I fucked up? I have not. Cool. Noah Niola next. Then we have in the third to last row we have Fastboy and Afolabi Abara. Yes, thank you. The Avenger and Alana Bodell, and in very last place, as usual, Avengers Flowerchild, right now the point leader. Anyway, we're gonna finish. We're gonna follow the safe car for now. Are we? Actually, nah. Let's go to the very end. Let's actually go into this camera and go to the very end. So a lot of things happened. Because, as I said in last broadcast, we still had some chance to join teams. So we now have 6 teams that are all full with free drivers. So we're gonna have an interesting team championship. We of course have this camera's awful. That's cool. Yeah, that's better. Actually, can we have like a behind view? There we go. So yeah, we have 6 teams. This is, of course, Avengers Flowerchild, the team member of Team Pepega, which is now joined by Winfrey Schrock as their third driver, so they now are full as well. We of course have Alana Bodell in Mid-O Incorporated, as she was usually Afolabi Abara in Denas, together with Speedy McZoom and Noah Niola. Team Awagiri Heel also had Team Joseph Peter Pinkelmann joined them. Then we have, oh my god. We have also, of course, Team Firebrand joined from Super Bingle and also Grodful and Just Attainment. Or just the last name, I'm sorry. Then we have, oh yeah, over here we have Brian Henderson joined by Mecha Spider and Jazz Cranston. As the Yorkshire Dragons. They have a pretty good starting team, if I do say so myself. In number 1, that's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. Pretty good starting lane for them. And we're off. There doesn't seem to be any casualties yet, so that's pretty good. I probably missed a team, but that's okay. We already have Avengers Flowerchild, of course, starting from dead last. The points leader right now, already going for some position, but still on the outside, so they definitely still need some more laps to make spaces up. Actually, can we get icy tracks? I know that there are mods for dirt tracks. I don't know about icy tracks. I don't know if I want to have Avengers Flowerchild and Jane Sen on icy tracks, if I'm gonna be honest. Can we have some natural disasters? I don't mean just as driving last time. Ayy. So far we don't have anything specific. The new shape of the track doesn't seem to really affect any of the drivers. They have to turn left one more time than usual, but that doesn't seem to be an issue so far for them. We have in the lead right now Mecha Spider pulling quite ahead, actually, in front of Kawaii Desu, Jane Sen for, of course, Jane Sen for Team Pepega. The team board leaders right now And also just a bit of England, and just the last name at 5th. We don't see him up here very often, so we should use this this chance to look at his, just appreciate him a bit, because he's actually with us today and not just in very last place. Yes, I want a tornado to hit the track. That's a natural disaster. I don't know if I can like do that or if I should do that, because all the drivers are gonna die. The beauty is that Avensis is gonna be a lot weaker now due to consistency being merged with reliability. Yeah, that was kind of the idea. So yeah, if you are only watching the VODs, you wouldn't catch it, so I'm gonna repeat it. We changed some things. We pulled down the pit crew, the amount of pits we're gonna have to ×3 instead of ×4. So the pit crew stat is gonna be less OP now. And we also changed the reliability stat to be the same as the consistency stat, or the other way around. Let's say like the other way around. The consistency stat is going to be the reliability stat. So if you have a low reliability stat, you are not going to be as good on the track as you would be with a higher one, or at least not as consistently good. Can we play Twisted Metal? Not on this track, not in this game, but I mean, I could make that a stream. There's a PS2 game for Twisted Metal, isn't Twisted Metal Black on PS2? I played Twisted Metal on PS1 when I used the emulator still, back in the day. Can we give the cars oil slicks and spikes on wheels? It spicks on wheels. I don't... Maybe there's a mod for that, I don't know. And spicks while you're at it. Oh, hell yeah, I love spicks. I mean, we can just play Mario Kart next time. Twisted Metal's on the PSX Classic. Dude, don't make me buy that. There's also Destruction Derby on there, so. Anyway, I should probably get to the race. Mega Spider's still in the lead in front of Kawaii McDessu and Peter Pinkman. Three different teams right now that haven't really, especially 3 cars that haven't had much time to shine the last 4 races. Mega Spider, of course, also pretty to the bottom of the table, same as Kawaii McDessu and Joseph Pinkman. In fact, I don't think any of them would be in the playoffs right now, which we also changed. I almost forgot to mention. We are having now, instead of 12 cars, we're gonna have 16 cars in the playoffs. We were going to have 3 races in top 12, but now we're gonna have 2 races in the top 16. Then we're gonna have 2 races in top 12, 2 races in top 8, and 2 races in top 4. So in total, you get 1 race more, and 3 people get a chance at trying to capture the gold. You promised more crashes. Where are the crashes? I didn't say there are gonna be more crashes. I only said it's more likely now. We actually had a lead change. Joseph Pinkelman, Josef Peter Pinkelman. I'm butchering that so much, and I even speak the language. And Kawaii McDessu both overtook Mecha Spider, so now we have a really fierce fight for the first place, which Kawaii McDessu seems to win. Actually, Brian Henderson also snuck past on the inside. I think Brian Henderson right now in 9th on the overall table, so a win or top 3 finish would definitely help him catch the top and maybe make him a contender for the top 4 even. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know who's going to be in the finals yet. We only know that a few cars definitely have really good chance as of now. Of course, one of the cars that have been doing well so far as well is Jane Sen, who is in 5th right now. In 5th, right in front of Jaffa Cake, and one car that's also not being too hot, Scott Matthews. And of course, the bottom of our table right now, Just Entertainment. Just the last name, I'm sorry, Jesus Christmas, in 8th right now, so that's definitely not too shabby either. The newest acquisition of Team Pepega, Winfrey Schrock in 9th, Quadful in 10th, and Jazz Cranston in 11th. So Kawaii is actually able to cut away a bit from the mustard that is the pack. Right now 2 Dodgers lead the way in front of a Ford in form of Mecha Spider. Can we quickly take a second and appreciate it? Joseph and Kawhi are first and second right now. The two barely even participate the first 4 races. Yeah, exactly. And they're both in team August Hill. And we have a lead change again. I think Brian Henderson, they're able to turn away on the inside. And we're actually going to have a lapping soon. Chiquita Milka all alone in last place. Something must have happened. Maybe just a natural failure there, but that doesn't look good for the flock car, especially because it's towards the bottom of the field anyway in the overall table, so that's not gonna help at all. Another second to appreciate that Joseph lost the lead right when I said that. Yeah, you absolutely cursed Joseph there. Kawai Desu takes the lead again. Jane Sen now in third. Some cars fell down. What happened to Joseph Peter Pinkelman? Did he go to the pits? Oh, we have a first few pit stops. I didn't notice. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this. There we go. Yeah, we have a first 2 pit stops. Mecha Spider, of course, also the leader. Was the leader before it already started in pole, so he's gonna have a pit stop. Last time he had a pit stop in Infineon, that didn't end well for him because he wasn't getting out of there for 2 more laps. Just Peter Wingman, the first to come out in front of Mecha Spider. Jaffa Cake, I think, was able to overtake there. Yeah, Jaffa Cake actually overtook Mecha Spider in the pits, and ooh, a little bit of contact. I think they're both fine. Just the last name and Mecha Spider. Yeah, they seem to be fine. They locking horns a bit, or more like wings, I guess. But yeah, that looked a bit not good. Anyway, we'll have our next group of people in the pits, of course. As well, Kawai McDesu. Let's see if we can see the pack past them on the outside, or if Kawai McDesu is able to keep the lead. There comes to us between Jane Sen actually in front now, right in front of Brian Henderson, may be able to take the lead now. Jane Sen again going really well through his pit strategy. Or through the pit stop, but just Pinkelman maybe able there to take the lead again because of the high acceleration they had outside of the from coming back onto the track. Kawai Mikatesu didn't fall back far, it's now in 5th, and Joseph Peter Pinkelman takes the lead again on the inside there. Really nice overtake. Jane Sen a bit too wide, so was not able to keep the lead. Still in 2nd in front of Brian Henderson. Jaffa Cake in 4th now. Catched a bit of, is doing better now. Kawai Mikatesu. Noah Nyola also catched up quite a bit. I think they were a bit farther to the back. Just the last name right behind it in 8th still. Godful nudging the back of him a bit, but yeah, Godful should be able to take the position there. But it's not committed enough, not fast enough to go past there on the inside. So yeah, that's gonna keep the 8th position for just the last name there. Winfrey Schrock right behind his right on his arse as well. Yeah, even takes him on the inside now. Godful not able to tie the knot there to make it official that he wants that 8th place. Fight anyone 8 in the pit. You drove into him, Jester. Don't blame him for your doing. Joseph go kamikaze on Jane Sen. No. Oh, we also have Ventus Floutchild in huh? That's not right. It's 6th. When did they come up here? Why are they? I'm not able to nerf them at all. It's not possible. Ventus Floutchild in 6th. Started on very last, so yeah, that's cool. But still, Joseph Peter Pinkelman right now in first, so that would be quite a surprise if they were able to win this race. Of course, a pretty uneventful season so far. I think they are in like 17th or 18th right now. Definitely pulling down, definitely not doing so hot. Barely able to keep their chances, their hopes alive for a playoff appearance. So let's see if they can make it happen. We are now in 13th, in the 13th lap. We're not even on half yet, so still a lot things that can happen. And his car, of course, one that is involved in a few crashes here and there every now and then. So that might happen again. Who knows? Especially with a loose cannon like Jensen right behind him, who actually makes the move in for an eventual overtake. Getting pretty close there in that corner, in the third corner. I think that was it was the second corner, but not able to catch them. Also, that really brave attack definitely made him lose a bit of ground on him. Maybe even making it a bit able for Jaffa Cake and Brian Henderson to catch them again. Confused Pepeka noises. No commitment. I need more aggression. Aventus is that far in the front because of great pit stop. They were a giant pack and got out real early. Oh, okay. I didn't even see Flower Child in the pits there because their pit lane is so far in the back because they started last. Is there a way to show window with positions? As far as I know, no. There might be a mod for it, but as far as I know, no. Sadly, what I could do is this, but it's only gonna be accurate as long as I don't speed up or stop. But that's what I can offer every now and then if you care. But sadly, I don't think there's an option. I'll dive into the world of mods of this game a bit more, because there's a lot of them, and especially for the next season, I maybe aim to make it different other cars than this. Bad 17-year-old. To be fair, this game is like 17-year-olds. Of course, it's bad. I mean, for what it is, it's pretty great and unique. The point that there's no other game I could do this in speaks of volumes, because I love this kind of shit, but I cannot do it in any other game, which is a real shame. I gotta go, Murder. Sorry. Thanks, Bubba, for joining. Oof, 14th. Mecha's 14th now? Wow. That pit stop didn't do him any good then. Joseph Peter Pinkman still in first, Jane Sen, Brian Henderson, Jaffa Cake in fourth, Kawhi McDessu still in fifth, Aventus Flout. Whoops. Aventus Flout in sixth still. So they are definitely on the hunt for top 10 or even top 5 finish. We'll see how the rest of the race goes. Place 7th, just the last name. 7. 8th, Godfall, Winfish Rock in 9, and Scott Matthews in 10, Jess Cranston, Speedy McZoom Zoom, Vincent Meadow in 13th, Afobari. There we have Alana Bodell also starting quite far in the back. Fastboy just now got overtaken. Fastboy seems to have some issues, but definitely usually not a car that would be this far in the back. Raven Cornwell in 17th, Cheryl Meadow in 80, 90, 60. Okay, so that's probably 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th for Mac Spider, Super Bingle 20th, The Avenger, Chiquita Milko, that's the 23rd place. So, did we lose one? Oh! No one Yola died. Well, so apparently we had a failure already, but no caution because of it, so they probably just pulled into the infield and nothing really happened from it. So we didn't really miss much because there wasn't really much to see. But it was no Neola that had to retire with a camshaft failure. Of course, their race so far not being that exciting. I think they've been like a top 10 so far, but yeah, now they had to retire, and I think we have another pit stop coming. Just Pit Big One, Jaffa Cake, go out full, and I think that's just the last name back there. Now getting ready for the next pit stop. So we'll see what that leads us with. If Joseph Peter Pinkelman is able to keep the lead, through the pit stop. That would be pretty exciting, especially with how on fire the pit crew of Avensis Flowerchild seems to be today. Yeah, that was just last name. Just Grants. Now also see coming in Mecha Spider back there, also slowly coming up to the pit. Nola fucking died. Absolutely. Remind me to never suggest adjustments to the stats again, since I only nerf myself. Now the pit is working the shaft. Ayy. Just believing about first to come out, Jaffa Cake, Rodful, and just the last name all seem to be doing pretty well in their pit. Afoba, Alabi, Mecha Spider keep taking their sweet time yet again. Are they not going? Yeah, there they go. Jesus Christ. Jensen and Avensis Flowerchild still not pitting, so that was definitely pretty early pit stop for the mostly leading pack there. We have some more cars coming in. Brian Henderson back there. Windfish Shrug, Kawai McDesu up in front here, right in front of our camera. Of course, really handy that. Super Bingle also coming to the pit, I see back there. Oh, whoops. Yeah, these are the cars that aren't pitting it. There's Kawai McDesu. And Brian Henderson pulling out before them, as well as Windfish Rock. Vincent Miller also overtaking Spin Mix Zoom Zoom and Kawai McDesu. That's the order coming out of the pit right now. So we actually had some overtakes in the pits there, because Kawai McDesu definitely lost some position in the pit. Vincent Miller seems to be able to keep in front of just the last name, which is also a bit of a surprise, because that's definitely a few positions they earned there. And now we have, I think, about the last third of people coming to the pits. Jane Sen and Cheryl Meadow. Avensis Flowerchild still nowhere near to joining the pits, apparently. Going in fairly late, but I'm fairly sure they are. There's a good explanation for that. They definitely want to use their tires as long as they can, so they do not have to do a third pit stop or even a fourth if it's going bad. They are faulty robots. I need to up my pit crew stats. You definitely do. They're on vacation. they ain't bloody earned it. I think back there that's oops. Yeah, that's Avensis Flowerchild going to the pits. So we're gonna follow them, because that might be the most interesting merger that we'll have today. And there's also Fast Boy, definitely not doing that great so far, but definitely a car you'll never be able to count out, because they are just so good. Definitely, I think it's second right now in overall. That seemed like a pretty fast pit stop by Avensis Flowerchild here. Their team doing amazing work again, as they did in the first pit stop. That's Pinkelman leading, Jane Sen in second, Henderson, Jaffa Cake in fourth, and I think that's Flowerchild in sixth. Godful taking the fifth place. Just Entertainment still in seventh, Windfish Rock, Chiquita Milker, I think like a lap down. The 10th now. Oh, they haven't pitted yet, did they? So yeah, apparently not all have pitted yet, because I refuse that they are now in 10th. I refuse to acknowledge that. Kawai McDesu definitely lost quite a lot here on the pits, 14th now. Avensis Flowerchild losing much more position now. Just Entertainment taking that 6th place. It's definitely very much appreciated for him and his team. Let's follow the leader a bit. Whoops. Still Joseph Peter Pickelman, after 2 pit stops, in the lead in front of Jane Sen. How about just paying your pit crew a little more? I am Alonso. I don't matter at all. You matter! Jesse, you can just go kamikaze on Avensis. Not like you matter for the ranking. Wow. Buddy, you matter. And we have a lead change again, Joseph Peter Pickelman. Actually, maybe not. That's gonna be a bit exciting going back into the straight. Brian Henderson also trying to suck their way onto the back of Jane Sen again. Might be taking Pinkelman on the inside there. Jane Sen definitely a bit shaky on the corner there, but still able to keep the lead. after taking it from Joseph Peter Pinkelman, Brian Henderson might be able to take them on the next corner to make it to second place, which would definitely be appreciated by them, by their pit team, and also by of course the team of Yorkshire Dragons, and of course the sponsor Cook Meadow Together FC, to see their car far in front, because that means more camera time for them. Godfall in fourth. I think they catched a few people. Jeff Cake right next to them, might be able to take them on the inside now. Definitely neck and neck here on the fight for fourth. Pretty exciting. Just the last name still being able to fend off against Avengers Flouchard in sixth. Winfrey Schrock and Speedy McZoom pretty next to each other as well, behind each other. Vincent, I'm sorry, I don't know why I cannot say that. Vincent Meadow in 11th, so yeah, Chiquita Milka definitely was not pitting yet. They probably went to the pits now and are in 22nd again. Kawhi Mitasu in 12th at least, Alana Bodell, Jazz Cranston, Raven Cornwell in 16th, so far not really anything exciting from them. 24 laps, so still 6 to go. There's still some time for things to happen, but Raven Cornwell, of course, not as special, not as in a key role as usual. Scott Matthews again in 15th. Cheryl Meadow and Fastboy. Fastboy also not keeping up to expectations. Super Bingle, the Avenger, Mecha Spider actually down to 21st. That's really unfortunate. The pit car, Chiquita Milka, and oh my god, I hate this. And Jameson still in the lead, building quite the gap now, actually. In front of Brian Henderson. Joseph Peter Pinkelman now definitely in third, quite a bit behind. Godfall making the fourth place a bit clearer here against Jaffa Cake, but is still quite in range for an overtake, because they can definitely tank that draft into their tank, so that's definitely very much appreciated for them. Avengers Flouchard now at 6th again, able to take Just Entertainment somewhere along the road. Why is your team not crashing anybody yet? What do we pay you guys for? Speedy McZoom also able to take just the last name, and Winfrey Schrock might be able to. But that might be, like I said, we still have quite a long stretch to go, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have a lap. We definitely have some cars that have to lap someone now, so that can lead to disaster maybe. So this is the second race where Nola actually had a big failure, so that's unfortunate. Also, I didn't start the parser. I think I didn't even download the new parser. Whoopsie daisy. That's fine. It's fine. Don't you guys worry about it. Do we have any exciting battles going on? We are gonna see a third pit stop. Oh, that's interesting. We are seeing a third pit stop on quite a lot of cars. I almost smell of a less pit strategy coming again from Team Pepega and also Fastboy possibly. So this might be interesting. This might lead to some shenanigans again. Joseph Peter Pinkelman, of course, right in front now. We had Jane Sender lead in front of Pinkelman and Brian Henderson. Henderson not in the pit yet, so we'll see who comes out first. Godfall turning out of the pit really fast, but not able to take Pinkelman there. Jeff Cake and Just the last name almost touching tips there, but Just the last name, of course, sensible enough to not pit into the orange and blue Ford. Cheryl Meadow, I think that's Cheryl Meadow. Might not be. No, that's Ababa actually. Megaspire now coming out of pits. Do we have more pit stops? We'll need to observe Flower Child and also Jane Sen. Yeah, we're gonna look at Jane Sen, see if they pit. Of course, they are now in first. So definitely, if you see on the top right, the last lap of them, 54 seconds. The best lap they did 52. So the less pits they less pit strategy they're doing is definitely affecting them, affecting their lap time right now. Do we actually have a double lead? We do. We have a double lead from Jane Sen and Aventus Flauchild. So we'll see. I don't think they are going to pit anymore because we only have 2 laps to go. We're now on lap 29 out of 30. So yeah, that's Vincent Mid on the pits. Kawami Des in the pit. Fast Boy driving past the pits there. So we definitely have some really late pitters here. Oh dear. You're not supposed to bone her on the track. Hey. Jason right now lapping the Avenger, I believe. I think that's them lapping them. Of course, still in the lead. We're gonna have them go past the lap one more time, so we'll see if they actually decide to pit in the last lap. That would be really surprising. I'd assume that they just truck along with what they have right now for a few more laps to not lose their position. Can't stop, won't stop. Hey. Yeah, that's them going into the last lap here, or was it? I saw a checkered flag. Was that even the last? Like, was that already finished? I think it's one more lap. We'll see. So yeah, we'll probably see Jensen be the victor here. The Avenger, of course, in 20th. Mecha Spider in 21st. Aventus Flauchild second right now. Fast Boy up to third because they also didn't pit. Vincent Meadow 27. We'll need to see the final standings in a minute. I don't know if they're already going into the pits or if this is actually a fight position here, because that's 4 cars pretty close to each other. Because it's still, I'm not sure if the race already ended. That's definitely that's the white flag actually. That's 1 lap to go for them. Speedmax Zoom right now in front of this pack in 6th. Cheryl Murdo, Kawai McDesu, and Grotful fighting a bit for position there. Yeah, that's a really interesting race here. There, pit crew still OP. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's check in with the winner here. Jane Sen right now, probably doing their last lap, just pulling to the pit lane now for their celebration, because basically they won because of the pit crew. I mean, they had the lead before, but let's be weird. Let's be fucking weird. New suggestion for stat adjustment: remove Pepega but keep Winfrey. I think Winfrey did pretty well here as well, so I think in 8th place. So yeah, that's that. Nola out with a camshaft. Vincent Meadow actually in 22nd. Megaspire 21st. Chiquita Milka 19th. Winner, of course, Jane Sen. 2nd, Aventus Flauchild. 3rd, Fast Boy. In front of Brian Henderson, Pinkelman, Zoom Zoom, Cheryl Meadow, Grotful, Winfrey, Schrock, and Jaffa Cake. That's a really strong showing for Team Pepega as a whole. Kawai McDesu in 11th, just the last name in 12th. Alana Bodell, Abauer, Cranston, Cornwell, Matthews, Bingo. Oh my god. Okay. Let's export the file and I'll show you on the fancy Tron. Done so. Cool. I'm gonna just exit the race game real quick so I can pull up the thingy majib. Let's do the time warp. Where's my thing? MIRD scores. That's not the right one. Let's just give me 1 second real quick. Let's have some music real quick while I figure this out. Because I actually prepared everything, but I absolutely forgot about this. I feel really bad. Anyway, let's open the credit card sniffer, or whatever Godfrey called it. There we go. So our final results now, you can see, of course, the new things we have on the screen. We now have letters that indicate the make of the car the certain person is driving. So a C stands for Chevrolet, of course, P is for Pontiac, F is for Ford, and D is for Dodge. So we actually have all 4 makes in the top 4, starting with Jane Sen and Aventus Loudchild of both Team Pepega. Of course, Team Pepega, all 3 cars in top 10. That's pretty impressive. Every other team only has 1 in the top 10. Yeah. So that's our final scores of the race, of course. Jane Sen, Aventus Loudchild, and Fastboy, because of an amazing strategy from the pit crew, win the race in a double lead, basically. Jane Sen, of course, leading the race, most of the race. Actually, 11 laps leading, so it's not really an undeserved victory. You cannot really say that. Just Winkelmann did next in line, 8 laps leading. Noah Niola, of course, out with a camshaft issue. That's about halfway through the race. Really unfortunate, but that's just how the cars work sometimes. Onto the overall standings now. What does this do? Just the last name, not able to get away from last place. Sadly, we have Aventus Loudchild still in the lead, 74 points ahead of Fastboy now. Jane Sen, that victory definitely made it easier for him to keep the 3rd place in front of Brian Henderson now in 4th. But still pretty far away from the rest of the pack, almost 100 points from the board leader. Brian Henderson in 4th, Speedy McZoom in 5th. I'll need to do something quick. Speedy McZoom in 5th. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Get rid of that. Don't worry about it. I should have prepared this before. I'm such an idiot. What are the... fuck. Never mind. Where was I? Speedy McZoom now in 5th. I don't believe they were that high before. Now Jeff Cake in 6th. Raven Cornwell in 7th. Still the best of Arugiri Heel. Sheldon Meadow in 8th now. It has been in 13th, I believe, before. So that's quite a jump. Jazz Cranston 9th, Noah Niola, despite their failure in 10th, still Afolabi Abara in 11th, Joseph Pinkelman in 12th still, Alana Bodell 13th, Godful 14th, Vincent Meadow, despite coming second to last, in 15th, Chiquito Milka now in 16th, and there's the line for the playoffs. So the cars that would not make it right now, if right now was the cutoff, is Super Bingle, Windfish Rockin' at 18th, despite having quite a strong showing here. Scott Matthews, Karim Desu again, not that bad of a showing, but not enough. The Avenger in 21st, Macaspan in 22nd, and just the last name. But luckily for these 7 cars, it is not a cutoff yet. So that's cool. I don't know, I feel...